So if you haven't watched part 1 of this video, then go check that out first. I show you everything that I pack in terms of clothes and gadgets and accessories and all the other stuff. But today's video is all about the toiletries and the makeup, because I know that a lot of you want to know about that. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So I'm going to start with all of my toiletries because this is probably the most stuff, and just keep in mind this is to share between 2 people, although I probably would take all of this stuff anyway if I was travelling by myself. I like to have my comforts of home, and in a weird way I find myself wanting to pamper myself more when I'm travelling. I don't know if you're the same. I want to feel my best because you're in a different country and you're going out a bit more. So I want to start with all of my homemade stuff, because if you didn't know, I have an ebook with loads of DIY beauty recipes and hacks and information all about like no poo and about skincare and body care, because I really enjoy making my own products. I like to use less chemicals on my skin. I'm not like crazy about it and don't use any chemicals on my skin, but where I can, I just like to make my own. I find it's a lot more luxurious and it actually works a whole lot better than anything you can buy. So I have with me 2 of my essentials, which is a cleansing oil and my facial oil. So my cleansing oil I use to, where's my flannel? I use it with this flannel to remove my makeup and to cleanse my skin in the evenings. A lot of people are afraid of oils, but they do wonders and they make your skin moisturized, clean, fresh, everything. All you do is you use a really small amount of it, wipe it on your face, take off your makeup. I usually do 2 rounds of it, so I take my makeup off first and just use the flannel, and then the second round I do it again just to, I leave it on my face, and then I heat up the flannel really hot, put it on my face like this, look like a crazy person, and then kind of exfoliate my skin, and that way your skin will be the softest it's ever been, and it will also be moisturized. You won't need to wear moisturizer after that because you haven't stripped your skin of its moisture like a lot of cleansers do. The facial oil I'll use in the evening. It's in such a tiny little thing because you don't need much of it. I'm really sorry if you can hear construction. Yeah, you don't need much of this because it's so strong. You only need like a few drops. And I'll use this in the morning after I've washed my face or I've got out of the shower. You use it on wet skin and it makes your skin amazing and it smells delicious. The best thing about making your own is you can make it smell how you like. So the one I made before was lavender and this one is bergamot, and it just smells so fresh and beautiful. All the recipes for these are in my ebook if you want to check it out. This is my cleanser, which you might think is a bit crazy because it isn't actually liquid. It's basically just oats and almonds. And you use this to cleanse your skin. You rub it into your hand with water. I do this in the shower. Just put a little bit with water and then you scrub your face. And it's a really gentle exfoliant. It's not harsh like sea salt or anything intense, so you can use it every day and it leaves your skin feeling really soft. I tend to wake up in the morning with my skin feeling quite rough, especially around my nose and my chin where there are like blackheads. So I find that this really gets rid of any of that. And by the way, this was just a reused tin. I definitely recommend you keep your old tins, whatever stuff you have, use it up and keep the things, and then you can make your own stuff and put them in them. Next, I have all of my little liquids in these little reusable containers. I got these on Amazon last year. They're just little aluminium tubs that are 100ml so that you can take them on your carry-on. And I also have a little Lush one, which I saved, and that is also 100ml. So yeah, these are really handy so you can just decanter all of your stuff into them. So in these, I have not all of my own homemade stuff, but I have my sun cream, which isn't anything special. Alex bought this. I wouldn't have picked this myself, but these are the woes of having a partner who doesn't necessarily get the whole natural skincare thing, and he bought 2 massive containers of sun cream the other week because he was being really thoughtful and kind, and it was from a brand called Soleil, I think, or Solat. I can't remember, but it's the own brand Superdrug range, which is cruelty free, but it isn't a natural sun cream or anything. There are natural sun creams. They are very expensive though, which is probably why my boyfriend isn't into them. He'd rather just get the cheapo one. but this doesn't make my skin feel great. I want to get a proper natural one in the future. Recommend me your favourites down below. And then I have, in this one, coconut oil. I always take coconut oil with me, even if I don't really know what I'm going to use it for, because it's always handy. I know what I'm going to use this for though. I'm going to use this to moisturise my legs, and also if you mix it with aloe vera, it is the most amazing shaving cream. Just be careful if you use this in the shower, you don't want to slip or anything, because coconut oil will make you fall over. But yeah, coconut oil is just an all-round amazing thing to always have with you. I also, in this one, I have aloe vera, which I just squeezed into here. This is great if you burn, if you have a sunburn or anything, which often happens to me because I'm so pale. But I will also use this to shave or to put on my skin, as it's really refreshing, or even in your hair. Just aloe vera is another one that's just an all-round great one to take. I didn't need these things by any means, I just fancied bringing them with me because I just fancied feeling pampered. And then finally in here I have my shampoo. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to open this right now because it's kind of stuck, it's kind of a bit exploded from the flight. But a lot of you have been asking about my no poo journey and if I'm still doing no poo. Currently, because I live in Brighton and the water there is the hardest water imaginable, there is limescale everywhere, I'm using a low poo shampoo because my old tea rinse just doesn't cut it. My hair is very, very greasy if I try and do that. So I have a shampoo from a brand called Sheer Moisture, which do a low poo shampoo. It's one that I picked up literally when we arrived, when we moved in November, and I was having a panic moment because I'd washed my hair and it was ridiculously greasy, and I think that we were doing something that evening, we were meeting people or filming a video, something was going on that meant I had to wash my hair, and I ran to the shop and I knew that Sheer Moisture from my own research was a good one that had no parabens, no sulfates, no SLS, all that type of stuff. And I grabbed it and it's lasted me a really, really long time because I only wash my hair once a week. I really want to get back to doing no poo and figuring it out with getting maybe a water distiller and washing my hair with that water. But we will see. There's nothing wrong with using a low poo shampoo. I think the main thing with no poo is to just stop washing your hair as much and stop using heat on your hair and to stop faffing with your hair so much. So I'm pretty happy with using this once a week. It's very convenient, and yeah, I like the way it leaves my hair because it's for curly hair, I think, this one. Yeah. So I also have my toothpaste. This is my favourite toothpaste. The only thing is that it does have plastic packaging. I do make my own toothpaste. I kind of like use both. But I brought this with me. It's Ecodenta and it's the extra black whitening toothpaste with black charcoal and Tovigo. I love this toothpaste. I have issues with toothpaste that leave my teeth feeling very sensitive. This does not leave my teeth feeling sensitive. I think it's just a really great one and it makes my teeth feel whiter, or at least I think it makes my teeth whiter. It does make a crazy mess in the sink though, so be warned. I also have this razor. It is from Cornerstone. I want to get a, what's it called again? The razors without the heads? Safety razor. I do want to get a safety razor, but for travel, this is perfect because you can't take a safety razor in a carry-on because it's considered like a weapon because it's so sharp. But Cornerstone are great, they're cruelty-free and they last so long. I've had this for so long, and the razor heads last a lot longer than the cheap ones you buy in the shop. It's a bit more sort of sturdy. It's meant for men, but it works like a dream. Next we have this soap. I have opened it. It was a gift and that meant it was perfect. I like to save things like that for travel because then you don't have to get any mess with soaps. I like to take soap with me rather than shower gel because it's multi-purpose, and a lot of places you stay, they give you shower gel anyway, so always take a bar of soap. Then we have our deodorant. This is the Dr. Organic deodorant. I usually use a sea salt deodorant, a crystal deodorant, but mine had just run out. I use the Salt of the Earth one, but Alex was using this one, so we're just gonna share this now, and it's the Organic Aloe Vera deodorant, aluminium free, SLS free, paraben free, alcohol free. So that's a big thumbs up from me. Next is my toothbrush, which is honestly one of the best things in my life. Alex has now started using it with me. We have our own little toothbrush heads because it's just the best toothbrush ever. I do have a discount code with Vanity Planet for 70% off, and I would not give you this recommendation if I didn't absolutely love it. They sent it to me last year, and you may have seen it in a few of my videos before. But honestly, it has changed my teeth health. I used to have a lot of sensitivity on this side of my mouth. I had a filling and a root canal, and when I was using a bamboo toothbrush, just a handheld one, I would have insane sensitivity every single day when I drank cold water especially, and when I ate certain foods. And this was happening mostly when I was traveling last year using a bamboo toothbrush, because before that I was using this. And as soon as I came home and started using this again, the sensitivity went away, because bamboo toothbrushes are amazing, don't get me wrong, and if they work for you, great. But for me, it was just causing issues for my oral health, and this has changed the game. It is just such a good toothbrush, I just love it. And it has 3 different settings. You do it for 2, I think it's also because it makes you use it for 2 minutes because of the buzzing every 30 seconds, and then it turns off after 2 minutes. So it kind of makes you clean your teeth for longer. And it's really small, so the charge lasts ages. So I don't need to bring the charger with me because we're only away for a week. And all I need to bring is this. It's really small, it's pretty much the same size as, I mean, it's not really gonna take up that much more room than a normal toothbrush. And the 2 of us can use it. So we've got our own toothbrush heads. And I just can't rave about this toothbrush enough. If you're after one, definitely get this one, best toothbrush in the world. Oh, I forgot one of the things that I also made myself, which is a hairspray. This is just water, aloe vera, sea salt, and lemon essential oil. This is how I keep my waves every day. A lot of you ask me how I keep my hair wavy when I don't wash it every day. And honestly, it is because of using my own hairspray. Also from plaiting my hair at night, leaving it alone, not touching it, not doing anything with it. I don't tie my hair up at night, I just like put it on the pillow like this. I sometimes will run water through the ends of my hair as well, but yeah, definitely recommend you make your own little spray because it's really cheap, and it means that in the morning you can just give it a bit of a spritz and then you've got the hold and then less frizz and all of that, so yeah. But this is in my ebook as well. I also have this perfume, which is from Eden Perfumes, which is a brand in Brighton that is cruelty-free and vegan, and they make perfumes that mimic the perfumes that you see on the high streets. So all of the brands like Dior and Chanel, they have the matching perfume. So I think that this one is the matching perfume to Miss Dior, and it was one that I used to use, and it's great. So I'm gonna spritz this on me now. I don't normally wear perfume a lot, but whew, I sprayed that in my mouth. But it's nice when you're traveling and you're with other people to have a nice little smell. I'm so sorry this video is gonna be so long. I haven't even got onto the makeup, right. And so the last bit of toiletries before I get into the makeup, because I know I've literally talked so much, is some rose water. Love rose water. It's a great thing to set your makeup, to refresh your face in the middle of the day, or just to use as a toner. So I have this little makeup bag. I got this in Vietnam last year. I love it because it means I can always have my makeup in here. I leave my makeup in here at home, and I'm just gonna get straight into it because I know that I'm talking and this video is probably already really long. So the first thing is this Eco Tools brush. I use this to put blusher on, and this is the blusher I have. I have had this for so many years. This was handed down to me from my mum. It's from a brand called Kiko. It is a bronzer. I have no idea if this is cruelty-free or vegan or not. It was given to me and it's still going strong. I don't use a lot of it. I just put a bit on my temples and under my cheekbones, and that's it really. Then I have a lot of Azaleek products. You may have seen my video recently where I did my makeup routine, and I featured a lot of these products. They were sent to me and they are my favorite makeup products now. I absolutely love them. I know that they are limited with their color range, and I really hope and pray that they expand that in the future, because I know that a few of you voiced that in my last video. It's a real shame. I wish they had a wider range of color schemes, sorry, not color schemes, shades for different color skin tones, but for now they are pretty limited, so I know that's a real shame. They have a face primer, which I use not all the time, but just sometimes if I know that I'm gonna be out for all day or something. And then I have the tinted moisturizer, which is the best thing ever. It smells like chocolate orange, and it's really light and not heavy at all. It doesn't cake, it doesn't come off horribly. It's just a tinted moisturizer, and I haven't been fair. I also have the powder. I really don't use a lot of this. I will just use this on my nose and under my eyes and my chin and sort of thing to set my makeup, but it's not something that I use a lot of. And then I just whacked in all of these lipsticks and all of these lip glosses that I have from Azaleek because I'm traveling and I just thought, you know what, I might fancy putting on some different lip glosses and lipsticks. These aren't necessary, I don't really wear them a lot at home, so I thought, you know what, I'm out for the week, why not? So I have all of these here. I have lipsticks in Stay Nude and Go Pink, and then the lip glosses in Dusty Rose and Berry Kiss. And that's everything from Azaleek. I then have this Illuminating Supple Blemish Cream SPF 40 from Claire's. So this is in case I don't really want to wear makeup, but I want some SPF on my face, and it's basically a tinted moisturizer again, but it's a little bit more lightweight, and when you wear it, it's not really like you're wearing any makeup. So yeah, this is for a day if I just don't fancy wearing anything at all. I usually wear this to the gym in the mornings just to cover up any tiredness. I then have my favourite concealer from Inica, which is just thebomb.com. It's Certified Organic Perfection Concealer. It works so well. I have it in the shade Light. I did try the very light shade or the fair shade, but it was like white as anything. It was so pale. I'm really pale, so if you're extremely pale, then that might work for you. But this is more of a yellow tone, which I find is way more flattering under your eyes because it cancels out the kind of pinky, bluey tones. So yeah, and I have really bad under eye circles, so this works really well. It's light and doesn't cake at all, but it really does the job. I then have two mascaras because I'm kind of using them up. This is one from Urban Decay called Perversion. This is not vegan. This was a gift. My sister got this for me. It's cruelty free, but I don't think she knew that it wasn't vegan or it was a mistake or whatever, but she very kindly got it for me for Christmas, but unfortunately it isn't vegan. And also, it's an amazing mascara, but also all of the aluminium kind of like coating on it, or the kind of whatever coating is on the plastic coating, comes off everywhere in your makeup bag. So that's quite annoying, as much as it's an amazing mascara. My favourite mascara is definitely the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara if you're after one that's vegan and cruelty free. This one is a super cheap one if you're after a really cheap mascara. It's from Collection, and on their website they have a list of all their products and what's vegan and what isn't, and what ingredients they have. So I looked on there and their Lash Surge is vegan, and I think it was like £4. So if you're after something really cheap, go and get this. It works pretty well. Yeah, I just bought both of them because this one's running out. I then have this eyebrow pencil, which I've had for maybe a year and a half now. I think I have a haul on my channel where I bought it. So I actually don't know where it's from, but I'll write on the screen where it's from. It's really good because it has a little spoolie on the end, so you can brush through your eyebrows and then just put a little bit of colour in there. And then finally, I did bring my makeup palette because I never use it, and I thought if we go out for dinner or if we do anything nice this week, I'm going to put a bit of eyeshadow on. So I brought my brushes and my eyeshadow palette. This is Urban Decay Naked 2. I don't think this is vegan as far as I can remember, because I remember featuring this in a video previously, and I got this as a gift as well, and a lot of people said it isn't vegan, so just be wary of that. I think maybe some of the other palettes are, but this one isn't. And then I have these brushes from Real Techniques. I got this in a set, and these are vegan and cruelty free. And then finally I have this Barry M Make Me Blush cream blusher, which I've had for ages and ages, and I think I featured it in a haul video a year and a half ago or something. I use this every time I wear makeup, and I still have it's nearly out, but I still have some left. I love cream blushes because they're really natural looking and they just kind of give a bit of colour to your face. And then finally in my makeup bag I have tweezers, a hair tie, nail clippers and safety pins, because you never know when you need all these things. So that is everything. I hope that helped. I know that probably seems like a lot to some people, but I love toiletries and pampering myself, and I think especially when I'm traveling, I like to have all these things with me and to feel really nice. And I think when you're away from home, it's quite nice to have these things, but also it's not over the top because it did fit easily. We had, I think, 10 items each, Alex and I, in those little plastic bags that you have to, we actually brought our own because we had these handed down to us from Alex's mum. She had loads, so we got some, and yeah, they easily fit in these, 10 each, and I think that's the limit when you travel. So yeah, it works perfectly, and I have them in this little Girlfriend Collective pocket that I got when I bought my activewear from them. So that's come in a lot of handy for us. That's not a phrase, I keep on saying a lot of handy. It's not a thing, I'm sorry, I don't know where it's come from. It comes in handy to put our toiletries in after we take them out of the plastic without having to have a big toiletry bag. And I also did bring a hairbrush. This is a bamboo hairbrush. Highly recommend. Again, this is another way that I look after my hair. I will brush my hair maybe after maybe on the third day since washing my hair, I will start to brush it in the evening. I don't do that before because it doesn't really need it. I'll maybe brush through the ends, but on about the 3rd day, I'll start brushing it in the evening and then maybe putting it in a plait and then using the spray in the morning because it redistributes the oils. It really genuinely, if your hair is looking greasy, brush your hair, take some time to brush it with a bamboo hairbrush, and then wake up in the morning and your hair will be not greasy. It's really weird, but it distributes all the oils throughout your hair. And if you have wavy or curly hair, that can be hard sometimes because it doesn't move its way down. So yeah, and it also, it will condition the ends of your hair and your curls and make them not as frizzy. So there you go. I hope this video wasn't too long and rambly, but also hopefully it was helpful for those of you who are looking to make your own DIY beauty products or get some vegan and cruelty-free stuff. Now I'm gonna go and enjoy our time in Porto, and I hope you enjoy our vlogs on our vlog channel. Go subscribe and check those out because all of the vlogs and travel stuff will be over there. And I'll see you next week for a food video from Porto. Goodbye. Come on in. So welcome to our little crib in Porto. Starts off in this cute little hallway, stairway. We're right at the top of the building.